What's up YouTube, JP Panther, back on video. Today's video is actually breaking news, Warner Brothers news, movie update video. I feel like it's very important for me to talk to you guys about this because this is already trending on Twitter. I try to do this as soon as possible because this is a big thing that's been happening. Let's dive deep into it. Let's dive deep into it right now. So this comes from Variety.com. It says Warner Bros. To debut entire 2021 movie slate, including Dune, Matrix 4, both on HBO Max and in theaters. This is crazy, man. This is like breaking movie news history right now. You feel me? So, again, I will link the article in the description box down below so you guys can read the whole entire article. At this point, you guys already know because it's already blown up on Twitter, stuff like that, and man, people are shocked. I'm shocked. I'm going to be honest with you, right? It says Warner Bros. Announced, Wonder Woman 1984, blah, blah, blah. Instead, the studios will deploy for the next 12 months a bunch of 2021 slate like Dune and all these other movies, Space Jam, and it talks about why they're doing it because of the pandemic and blah blah blah. We're on unprecedented times, and which calls for creative solutions, including new alternative ways for Warner Brothers groups. Sent off Offset in a statement. No one wants films back on the big screen more than we do. We know new content is lifeblood of theatrical exhibition, but we have to balance this with the reality that most theaters in the U.S. will open at reduced capacity due to 2021. And it talks about all the plans they have and stuff like that. And listen, these are the big budget movies. This isn't like some small, big, soft movies, whatever, right? And of course, they have the memes going on and stuff like that with the Thanos snap and blah, blah, blah. And these are just the movie lineup, right? Dune, Godzilla vs. King Kong, Judas and the Black Mista, I don't know what that is. The Little Things, Reminiscence, I guess. King Richard, The Suicide Squad, Mortal Kombat, The Conjuring, I don't know what this is. Those Who Wish Me Dead, I don't know what that is. Matrix 4, Tom and Jerry, In the Heights, Space Jam, A New Legacy with the Wrong with LeBron James, The Many Saints of Newark, and Cry Macho. And they said it will be in 4K, but I'll be honest, right? Because we got to talk about this, right? This is going to kill movie theaters. I mean, this is the end game, man. This is game over. I mean, like, before, because you also got to realize, like, oh, man, now you get to have it in theaters and get to have it on HBO Max. Listen, I like going to the movie theaters, right? My friends and some of my family, some members of my family. My brother, he's not really a big movie theater guy. But the point I'm trying to say, I like going to the theater and, seeing it and stuff like that and have that experience. I understand, it's overpriced and, people have a lot of bad experience, stuff like that. I had some experiences, at times with movie theater, but it wasn't like, there's more positive than negative with my movie theater experience. And I know there's other people saying, well, it's expensive and the tickets and, you have to pay overcharge for popcorn and snacks. Then you got to sit in these chairs. Then you got to deal with people on their phone and talking in the movie theater. I understand that. And a lot of people just like, you know what? We don't got to go through all that. So we can just watch on HBO Max. And, I understand people saying, well, the movie theaters, they don't really keep the theaters clean like that. Again, I understand people have different experiences with movie theaters, stuff like that. A lot of people didn't like going to the movies, you feel me? And also it shows you that if you put out bad movies, like, the woke movies that came out last year, people are not going to show up. And that's just what it is. It shows you that there's a bad movie, less people are going to show up. There's a good movie, people will show up. But again, I understand for the convenience. I mean, it's very convenient to just watch on the HBO Max. But again, I do like the experience of seeing it with a bunch of people and, have, the energy and, with your friends and stuff like that. But even with my friends and I, we talked about this, right? Let's be honest, right? Certain movies, a lot of these movies are not worth going to the theater and spending all that kind of money on. It's just not. Like, it's just in general, you feel me? And that's just what I think people are realizing. It's like, I don't mind watching a garbage movie at the comfort of my home. If it's like an X-Men like Dark Phoenix, I can suck it up. I pay almost a lot of money to see it. That's when it's a problem. And I think that's just to justify cost of it. And again, it sucks. I don't want it to go away, but again, I've seen this happen. I've talked about this multiple times. I didn't think Warner Brothers was gonna do it like that. I really didn't. I thought Disney. I expected this move from Disney. I know Universal, they messed up with Trolls. People are like, well, this is like Mulan and Trolls, whatever. You gotta realize, Mulan and Trolls. Trolls was like kiddie, cartoony type movie. You know what I mean? That was an example. And then Mulan was like nobody wanted it, so that was another big thing as well. But there were only like one movie. You're talking about a whole movie slate of them doing this on streaming. It's crazy. The Suicide Squad. Also, you got to get the Snyder cut. And I can see from a business point of view, they're thinking like, okay, AT&T and Warner Brothers, the executives are thinking like, okay, well, our subscriber numbers are low. If this is our future, if we don't do something, then if Disney and Disney and Netflix is destroying us, and movie theaters about to go bankrupt or whatever it is, we have to make sure we beat them at the game. And then you could tell somebody's like, just put it on HBO Max. Great idea, and that's what they did. It's like, well, what about the movie theater? No. We will destroy the movie theaters and purge them. That's why they did that. You're like, listen, the movie theaters are gonna go down either way, but if we purge them, then we could justify. Because at this point with the pandemic, they're just using that as an excuse to do it. Because if you don't know about this years ago, Warner Brothers wanted to do like simultaneous, like I guess it was like in-house home video where they're gonna have like back in the day, I think it was Hangover 3, I think, or some other movie where they want to have it like a home video and in theaters, but the movie theaters actually pushed back, the directors pushed back. I mean, all these backlash to happen. So Warner Bros. Always wanted to do this type of move, but now with this pandemic, when you are legally shut down by the government, and when you have, try not to get too political, but when you have your Donald Trumps, your Republican, Democrat governors, your mayors that keep playing dictator, God, and just keep oppressing all these businesses and makes it really these hardcore restrictions and stuff like that, these executive orders. I can see them being like, and also the problem is right now, there are a lot of these big budget movies, they're losing the anticipation. They're losing a lot of the movie YouTubers. A lot of them are doing anime, manga, video games, politics, woke sports, outrage culture. What I mean? So Hollywood's already losing the buzz when it comes to the media, the social media, the YouTubers. So they're like, listen, we can't just put these movies on the shelves. The interest is gonna go down very, very low. So they're just like, 2021, we're gonna put these movies on HBO Max. And again, I did see that they just cut out the free trial, so they're just like, you're gonna have to pay like $15 or $20. Boom. And honestly, from a financial business point of view, it's actually better. For a family of four, it's justified. You can just watch this at home, you feel me? And you don't gotta worry about all this other stuff what happened. But the thing I read about HBO Max is that it's only in America. So I don't know how they're gonna handle it overseas, because I've seen on Twitter how people are like, well, Americans, you guys are assholes because you guys, don't have the coronavirus under control. You guys get to, stay at home and watch the movies on streaming, and we gotta go to a middle of a pandemic to see these big blockbuster movies. Like, that's a bunch of BS. So I'm hoping that they got something like streaming, like, or Roku, whatever they have, like, on like international markets. I'm talking about even for China and like all these other countries, whatever. Because if it's gonna be on HBO Max, these other people. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I think that people are gonna pirate the hell out of this. But the problem is the argument. People say, well, a lot of people don't know how to pirate it and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, like overseas, if they hear this type of news, which I think they've already heard, that they'll just be like, listen, we're just going to pirate this movie. Like, they're not going to risk their life to see the movie. I mean, some will. You have your Demon Slayers, but again, how many Demon Slayer type movies are there? It's a huge difference. So, a lot of these big budget movies overseas, they're like, listen, we're not going to risk our life over this stuff. They already have lockdowns in like Europe and stuff like that. So, they're thinking like, listen, we would just rip this shit online. Sorry, watch my language. To rip this online. And by doing that, we are not going to risk our lives and see a big budget movie get COVID and die from this. So it screws the movie theaters over. I feel bad for y'all. I really do, because it's only like 2 around me. No, actually like 3 around me. I have a Regal. I have a AMC Hamilton. Well, one of them just closed. There's like a big one in AMC Hamilton, New Jersey. I had Market Fair and AMC Hamilton. Then we got Regal and like I forgot Regal. Then we got East Windsor Picture Show, and then like Franklin Mills, which is in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That's like an hour away from here, but to drive all the way to an hour to see a movie theater is kind of ridiculous in my personal opinion. But again, it is what it is. It sucks. I wish it doesn't happen like this, but again, this is nothing you can do. This is like we're just moving on to the future, and streaming is gonna be the future. I mean, I told y'all about this a while back. I said, during that March to July time slot, if you weren't dropping stuff during that time or keeping the buzz while everyone was locked up at home, you kind of shot yourself in the foot. I mean, you say whatever with anime and manga, and I had this discussion multiple times. During that time, they were still dropping episodes and chapters and blah, blah, blah. And then I look at their quarter earnings report. It seems like anime manga industry made like $24.18 billion. That's insane. This comes from comicbook.com and stuff like that and other industry reports and stuff like that. So, again, I can see them being like, okay, well, people actually, and also they notice how like people are watching anime, manga, and they're realizing that people are like, okay, I'm getting more of a buzz and not really pay attention to other stuff and other forms of media, and they don't got to worry about going to a movie theater and getting COVID. And if you want to go to a movie theater and get COVID, at least you have the option to go to. You feel me? That's just something at least Warner Brothers gave you. But let's be honest, how many people are really gonna go to a movie theater when you could just watch it at home? Some people might, but it's not gonna be enough to make a profit. And also the problem is gonna be in the movie theaters. That means they're gonna have to charge the tickets, overcharge the tickets. Then you gotta overcharge the popcorn, and then people be like, "I'm definitely not going to movie theaters anymore," and I'm out. So again, it is what it is. It's gonna kill movie theaters. It sucks. I'm gonna have a discussion this with one of my friends, later on tonight. But again, it is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. And I noticed how they didn't put the Batman on there. I noticed that they didn't put the Flash on there. They put Suicide Squad, and Wonder Woman, and the Snyder Cut. But I noticed on the lineup they haven't pushed the Batman or the Flash movie and stuff like that, or even Shazam. So again, that's pretty much it, guys. Tell me what you guys think about this. Are you guys surprised? Are you guys not surprised? I'm surprised that this happened by Warner Brothers. I mean, I was like, okay, Wonder Woman. I was like, okay, fine. But when I said 2021, I had no idea. This is out of the blue for me. This is breaking news. And again, tell me what you guys think about this. Email me, message me, comment in the description box down below. Tell me what you guys think about this. This is breaking news. This is going to change movie theaters forever. This is going to change the movie industry. And honestly, I don't think movie theaters are going to be dead, but I think it's going to be like arcades. You know what I mean? Like, you still have them around, but not just as many. Or you might have it where, it becomes like an opera or like a special event type thing. But you're not going to have movie theaters where it's all around the country like you did like last year. Or before COVID and stuff like that. So again, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care.